Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Friday, everybody, Friday. And I am feeling a tad bit reckless. I feel a tad bit. Here she comes finally. Jesus. She showed up, y'all. Ain't God good?
Bae.
Yes, baby.
Bae.
Yes, baby.
I'm ready. Bae.
Yes, dear.
I'm ready to get information. I'm ready to get information, baby.
Well, today is Friday, baby. I'm feeling a little bit like, whatever. So I entitled this particular Friday.
Oh God.
I want to tell us how you really feel.
Oh my. You don't tell us how you really feel any other time?
Tell us how you really feel. Everybody, this is going to tell us how you really feel Friday. So
oh my.
I would have y'all call in, but unfortunately them suckers that we had the other line through decided
to monetize their gift.
To monetize their gift. So you know what I said? I ain't gonna pay for it. I'm gonna find another free service. So
but they was listening to your advice, baby, where you said to monetize your gift.
Man, that's where I got it from. Them suckers said it would be a subscription on starting this particular day, and I said, well, the devil is a lie. So we're gonna have something up by the day. But listen, everybody, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel today. Only reason I'm going to work,
okay,
is because I ain't got no PTO time that much to spare. So I got to go in. I ain't got enough PTO time, and I needs my check. I needs to get the check.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to work.
Wait. Did something happen like when I wasn't around? Because I feel like when I left you were okay. And then I got in the car and you like, wow.
Nope. Ain't nothing happened. I figured, you know what, Candy gonna take her time. So I might as well just go ahead and, I don't want to get it off my chest because that was used by another show that I was on. And I don't like to duplicate stuff. I like to be creative. So I figured.
Thank you, Yolanda. Go ahead.
We just go ahead and say, go ahead and tell us how you really feel.
Okay, this is how I really feel.
How do you really feel, dude? Now be honest. Don't hold it back.
I'm gonna be honest.
If we don't put this up, we just won't put it up.
I'm a strong girl. I'm a tough girl. I can usually, I can deal with people's ignorances, their prejudices, their racist little sly things. But some days, how can I say this?
Just tell us how you feel.
Some days, and here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna just put it like this. I worked in corporate America for 12 years before I got to my current job situation. I have never felt so black until I got to my current job situation. Like, it's very divisive. It's very divisive. And I feel bad because I feel like the person at the top of the food chain, I don't think that she's racist or anything. I think that she is trying to really figure out. I think she walked in and was like, dang, these jokers is racist. I need to figure this out. But it's just been like years of just systemic,
well, let me tell you how you
like
really feel.
Kanye said it, and then I feel like she's trying to make small moves under this current head. She brought the most non-white workers in and everything, but some days, babe, I go in there and I'm like, okay, this might be the day that Candy pops off and be like, y'all white folks are not better than me. Like, hello.
Well, Dad, let me just tell you how I really feel. It's hard to be non-African American when you're around 1,000 white people. Like
you said non-African American.
I mean, it's hard to not feel black when you're around a whole plethora of white people. Like, it's just hard not to feel like you feel extra black. Like when you're like last night, I walked into a restaurant, not with my particular work environment, but Candy, I had to go meet Candy somewhere, and there was so many white people in there. I felt like I was gonna rob people just because. I really did. I felt like I had on a hoodie, and I felt like I feel like a black dude that might be able to rob all these white folk in here. I really did. I was, as I was walking through, I had to say, excuse me. Then after a while, I just started doing like this. Because I figured I'm the only black dude in here. I might as well go ahead and make them feel comfortable with how they already think about me.
But you know what? Like, I get it. I knew what I was getting into when I took the job. But I mean, really, honestly, working in corporate for 12 years, I was like, these jokers can't show me nothing, because I done worked with the folks that, they racist, they prejudiced, but they got money to back it up.
See, you working with hippies.
Now I work with folks that they literally ain't no better than me.
You work with folk that smoke weed on the side and don't want you to really know.
And I honestly feel like there are people that on the weekends wear hoods.
Yeah.
I really do. And sometimes I feel bad, because my mom didn't raise us to be racist. My mom didn't raise us to be prejudiced. But we were raised to be proud of our culture and proud of who I am. So yes, when you come into my office, I have pictures of African queens hanging in my office.
We can already do that in our office now.
I have pictures of I got it from the African American Museum. It's so cool. It's like and it says on there, a colored schoolhouse circa whatever year it was. And it's like, and at the top of it talks about opportunity, like, education bringing opportunity and not wasting your opportunity. And that actually has many a days when I want to be like, you know what? Forget them. They don't care about me. I don't care about them. Like, do I need to take this L for the whole black community, because they treating me like crap right now? And then I look up there and I say, you know what? Baby. I can sit in this room because them young, as they say, colored kids are sat in that room. So you know what? Go ahead, translate for me, babe.
Baby, let me help you out. When we say, go ahead and tell us how you really feel, you don't have to be politically correct.
I can say give me an example.
You blurt it out. You just
say it for me.
Like yesterday, I went yoga for the first time and God knows when, and I had to tell that white woman, listen, lady, I have balls, and I can't be doing all of these holes and stands. I'm about to pass out because my nutsack is squeezed right now. And she's like, feel your zen. And I'm like, no, lady, my nuts hurt. So that's how you do it, Ken. You just got to blurt it out. Just tell us how you feel. You really feel.
How I really feel is, on most days, they make me so mad with their hidden racism that I work hard not to show the angry black female, just so I don't prove them right. Because they low-key, oh my God. When Trump got into office, I straight up wanted to say to a couple of people that work in my organization, meet me in the quiet. We about to fight. We gonna box this out. Cause they walked up, they had that. Now, truth be told, when Obama got into office, I sure enough came to work and I was walking like George Jefferson and I was humming. No, I was screaming, well, we moving on up to the east side. And then when he got reelected, I was like, yeah, And then when Trump got elected, I came in all black and I was mourning, and they were like,
no wonder they treat you like a Negro.
Why?
You keep walking in like George Jefferson.
I did. I was like, well, we're moving on up to the east side.
You was the epitome of a Negro.
I was like, yes, we are winning. We are winning. Barbecue at the White House.
Watermelon?
No, I don't.
You was a typical Negro.
This is how I don't even eat watermelon outside of my immediate family anymore. Let me tell you how I'll never forget. I was at a work event. Again, the only black face in the room. Do you not know that a colleague, when it came time, it was like they were passing like the fruit and stuff around. One of my colleagues was like, oh, I know you want some watermelon. And I was like, Opie, really? What you better do is...
That happened to me before, but I really didn't want it. I was like, I don't want no watermelon. That watermelon went past my face. I was like, Dad, going on with that piece of that watermelon. I was like, God damn. I should have told her how I really feel. You know what? I want a piece of this watermelon, but I ain't gonna eat it in front of you crackers. That's what I should have said. That's what I should have said. You know what? That's why I ain't gonna eat this watermelon, because you stereotypical gonna think me as a colored man eating a piece of watermelon. And I just like fruit. Why can't I be healthy? IT guy, you probably just do all this kind of stuff.
Yo, while we just lost the signal, me and Kevin had a real quick huddle. Like, are we really gonna put this up? Because
let me just go ahead and get this. I'm just what did I say this was called?
This is tell us how you really feel.
Tell us how you really. So I was at work the other day, and this older white gentleman came up to me and he said, Kevin, he said, I happen to be trolling the internet. He said, and I come across a page, and I didn't know you and your wife were celebrities. I said, well, I'm not a celebrity or anything like that. He said, well, I would beg to differ. And I said, well, how did you find us? And I said, you know what, I'm going to excuse this because you are an IT guy, and you probably, there's probably a lot of things you won't find on the internet. And I was just like, wow. And I was like, so I told my wife, I said, I have to kind of be cautious and careful about.
But you already said cracker.
I know I did, and but I meant that in the most sincere way a black person can say it.
Oh, that's usually not good.
Yeah, no, I mean it on the most sincere way. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I love white people. I love them.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
But I hate a racist cracker.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I love some white people. I don't love all white people.
No,
there are some people that I work with every day that I know. I in my heart of hearts, I feel like when they go home, they put a hood on, and it's just like it's gotten to the point where potluck day, I don't bring food in on principle. Nope, I don't bring food in.
Why they expect you to bring chicken? They be looking at you like, hey, Candy, did you bring any of them green things y'all be eating? And then you just come back when did you bring any of that nasty casserole you be eating?
I did. I was like, and then because then somebody said something about one time I brought in sweet potatoes.
Hey, wait a minute, Casey, you making this too deep, and I'm gonna tell you how I really feel. I can't stand when white co-workers touch their food. Don't touch my food. If I want a muffin, I'll get it myself. Don't you put your hand on it and say, would you like this one? They just touch all on it. They just touch. I don't like that. Black people don't like for their food to be touched. Like, if it's a slider on the plate, don't go, Kevin, can I give you one of these? Don't give me one. I'll get it myself.
Another trigger
you scratch too much for me.
Another trigger for me was in the spring when I got my new hair. I was walking through my place of employment, and one of my white colleagues said,
watermelon is Negro ham.
Who said that?
They said they've been told that watermelon is nigga ham.
What?
Tell us how you really feel. If you don't like to eat watermelon in front of other,
I don't.
Let me tell you, and another thing too, and I learned to love them, but it was a time I couldn't stand Spanish people. Reason being because they would always. Yeah, I don't care. It was a time when I couldn't stand them because every time I would get around them, they start speaking in their native language.
As long as you don't hear them say moreno, they talking about, when they say gringo, they talking about the white folks.
So no, but they be talking perfectly good English, and I come around and be like, hey, and they be like, and I'm like,
I thought you were Spanish, Kevin.
No, but they wasn't talking to me. They wasn't talking to me.
Well,
and I used to be like, if you got something to say to me, you say it to me in English.
I'm about to prove you wrong because I understand Spanish very well. My best friend, Puerto Rican.
Oh no, let me tell you, I love Spanish people now, and I need them in my life. They got your back. They ride it down.
Let me say this to you, baby.
You get a good Spanish friend, let me tell you, they will out-friend a Negro in a second.
They will.
They will out-friend. Black folk, you got to come up if you want to be a good friend. The Spanish people done got y'all beat. Let me tell you, if you need your heater fixed, if you need your car fixed, if you need plaster put on your wall, they come through and just do it for you.
Let me just give you a lesson. So 2 days ago, it was 2 facility workers that happened to be Spanish.
Asian people take your money.
And I walked up on them, and they were speaking in Spanish. I understood everything they said. They weren't saying anything bad about me. They were actually talking about something else. And so after they finished, as I'm walking by, I said, I greeted them in Spanish. I said, good morning, how's everybody doing? And then the guy said to me in Spanish, oh, wait, you speak Spanish? And I responded to him, yes, I do. Slowly, but I do. but I understand very quickly. But he wasn't talking about me in a negative way, and actually his face lit up because then he was able to talk to me. We were able to have a conversation.
Baby, I can't tell people how I really feel, and you have these long explanations. I got to get it out while the dick is good.
Okay, go ahead, get it out.
I ain't got no more right now because you took
know
too long.
In the beginning of the spring, when I got my summer hair, one of the people that work in my organization pissed me off really bad. And I have not been able to really, and she was already on, like she was in the gray area. I put her in the gray area because I'm like, do you wear a hood or
That's
not?
not how this goes.
She referred to me, she was like, I just love your look. You look so exotic.
That's not a...
No, because she was already in the gray area of, I don't know if you're racist or not. When she referred to me as, she said this, she said, you look so exotic, so ethnic. I love it. And I was just like...
He said ethnic?
And I just like this. What you mean? Exotic? Oh. I was like, that's an animal. And she was like, well, you know, and then she said... And then she said, no, you look like you're from, like, you know, like an island or another country.
That was a compliment.
Or another country. I know what I'm working with. That was low-key, oh, you's a pretty nigga.
Oh, you just gonna put the GA on the end of these, huh?
I thought we was telling her how it really is.
Yeah, we can't do that because you having these long explanations. This is how you're telling how it really is.
That put me in some type of way.
This is how you're telling how it really is. So I was going to the store the other day, and I happened to be in line.
How was your telling like it is?
My telling how it is?
Yeah.
I can't stand when you, like, you got to just go in. Like, you just got to get it. Because then I feel better now. So when I go to work, I'm just going to walk around and just, hey, how y'all doing today? And I had a good time talking about y'all.
I hate when something goes down in the black community nationally, and then when I walk in, everybody I either got to be the spokesperson of every freaking black person in the world, or the whole day they walk around wondering if I'm going to be on edge.
Wait a minute, but I love when white people apologize for stuff that other white people have done wrong.
No, I don't like that.
I love it. They be like, listen, I'm so sorry. I didn't know racism was such a real thing in America now. And I was just like...
That pisses me off even more.
And I'd be like, you know what'll make me feel better? You want to buy me lunch today? Like, I take advantage of it. I'd be like, reparations. Like, if you want black people to feel good, get me something. Like, you know, I've been looking at this iPad, and that would make me really feel better if you buy this for me. That would really make me feel better.
I hate when a person says to me, especially a white person says to me, I don't see color. Negro, I am black. You don't see me? I want you to understand that we have cultural and ethnic differences. You need to see color. Don't say that you don't see color because you's a lie.
When I go
that person's Asian, that person's Hispanic, that person's white, that person's black. Stop lying and talk about you don't see color. Yes, you do.
When I go to the Smithsonian African American Museum, I walk around with the white folk because I want to see their reaction when they see how they people did us. Like, I just be standing there like, you told Harpo to beat me. And they be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't like that.
I'm like, pay for my parking then, lady.
I don't like that. I'll say something like, say that to my great-grandmother that your great-grandfather probably raped, and that's why I got this news. That's how I ended up with this news, because one of your cousins went and raped one of my cousins, and now I got a white nose.
If you ever just want to make yourself feel good as an African American, when you go to the Smithsonian African American Museum and you get to the bottom floor, that's where it really like, oh, it make you mad, it make you cussing mad. But you just walk around and you follow white people. Just follow them. You just, every now and then you just say, I can't believe they did this to us. And then you see what their reaction gonna be. I'm guarantee you, before you know, you'll have about $150 before you get to the second floor. You just be giving you money. They just be like, one guy gonna give me his credit. I was just like, you know what? I've been trying to get me a new car because of this systemic racism and how you guys categorize black people. Every time I go to get it, I get turned down.
Kevin,
and he was like, well, listen, I co-sign. He but I co-sign for you, brother. And I was like, well, I ain't your brother, but
I don't think we gonna be
able to put 7 or 800 credit score, because that's gonna make a big difference whether I forgive you or not. That's how you got to do.
You know what grinds my gears? When you have a white person that's on a lower socioeconomic rank,
and they try to compare themselves to you,
and they try to come for you, and you're like, yo, I will never forget. I will never forget this racist redneck white man. We were up in Western PA for track or whatever, and up in like it's the Ku Klux Klan capital of Western PA. This like little redneck white man gonna come. He was like saying, he was standing behind me and he was talking about, yeah, it's niggers like these that's a drudge on society. We probably
we put the ER on this, so
he said
I can't delete that kid.
He said what did he say? I'm telling you what the white man said. He's like, we're probably got all these kids that we're paying for, probably dropped out of school and just a drudge on the system. I turned around, I said, well, actually, from the way it's looking, I'm paying for you. You're probably getting some type of public assistance. While I have 2 degrees, been working full-time jobs, I'm on my 2nd career, and yes, I have 3 children, and I've been married for X amount of years. So who is doing what? And while we're at it, security, yes, I had him ejected out of the stadium because I told him I felt unsafe. But what you not gonna do is just because that's what I said. I was like, I don't feel safe.
You use a white person.
It got him out the thing.
Oh,
got
Lord.
him out the thing.
No,
Meanwhile,
what you should have said was,
meanwhile, Marcus was ready to punch him in the mouth. I was like, no, Marcus.
You standing on the ground and my people until your thief, your land
we was
thief.
in Western PA. That was like the Native Americans.
Well, we tilled all this land. That was all, everywhere. Somebody else stepped, the black man untilled this land. Let me tell you something. And my wife made me feel bad, but I'm going to go back to this. One day I said something and everybody got on me because I said, when I see a homeless white person, I don't give them money because I feel as though they had more opportunities than we did as black people.
Homeless is homeless.
I said, listen, what did you do to get here? Because unfortunately, you had a better start than I did, and I didn't get here. And I said, not for the grace of God. I could have been in your shoes, but if I was a white man, I had a better chance to make it than you. You started off with a 750 credit score. That comes with you when you're born as a baby. That's what they hand you. They just say, you know what, we're going to give you good credit. And if you mess it up as a white person, you can get it cleaned up quicker than a black person. Black person filed for bankruptcy, you know what they do?
What?
They put on there, what's they do when they did in the Bible days when you had that disease?
The leprosy?
They put leprosy on your credit score. Every time you go to apply for something, they be like, bankruptcy last week. Like, I'm telling you.
Well, Kevin, I'm just going to say this. And then I have a lot of white friends who are genuinely my friends, and I love them. And this is how bad it is. They will come to me and be like, yo, I'm sorry. There are white people that I work with that are good people that after something goes on and they'll come to me and be like, I'm so sorry, you just had to deal with that. And then in a way, I'm like, and I tell them, it's not your fault that your cousins are ignorant. Me and you are still cool, but you tell that one to stay away from me. But I then feel bad that my white friends feel like they have to come and apologize for their crazy cousins. Like, I don't know. Kevin, are we gonna be able to put this up afterwards? I don't think we are.
I don't know, baby, but
like, do you feel better? I feel better because I've been holding that all week.
Between my yoga yesterday and my just saying how I really feel today, I feel kind of relieved. I feel like I had a good.
You got told?
I said this when we was back at TD Bank. I said, baby, you got told, and my last $5.
Good morning.
My last $5. I always got $1 for lunch now.
Thank you. I don't know. It's just like,
I'm gonna tell you how I really feel. I can't stand when your spouse make an obligation for herself and it costs you money for something you ain't had nothing to do with. You trying to save your little duckers, and the next thing you know, you go and you because she got an obligation, and now you and lost all your money on her obligation.
You know what? Now my motto is I got the Issa Rae motto. When I walk in my place of employment, I'm speaking to everybody black. Everybody black. I want y'all to win. But then it's just like,
you know what? Black people do got their own sign language for each other.
I be like this. Hey,
you walk in the room and it's a bunch of white people. It's one other black person. It's one other black person. This is what you do. You be like, you get that little grin like.
Or sometimes the ladies go. Yeah. Hey, you know.
And if you're really feeling like real ethnic, you do one of these. But listen, let me tell you, I have great white friends. Like Anna is one of my best.
Anna is
white
not white.
Friends. Anna is Polish. Well, she's Polish.
Is not white.
Polish. I went to meet Anna's family one day. Now, I'll be honest with you, my wife did steal. She did take something out their house. I was like, Candy, now with the
But
typical...
Anna came to the house. We never found the fork. I don't think I took that fork.
Candy, I'm sure you did. I'm positive.
I don't think we never found the fork again.
We ain't been invited back because Candy stole her mama fork. I was like, Candy, first impression, you take the woman's fork.
It was an accident. That's number one. And Anna came to the house and we went through the drawer. We never found the fork again.
Well, it blended in with our forks. We had white people forks. Like, you know, I'm going to tell you, I learned that white and black people have two different kind of like silverware.
Anna, you're not white. I don't care. Your parents lied to you. You are not white.
Black people have that like fancy looking silverware, but white people have them plates with the flowers around the edges. You know, or that like it's a design around the edges. Like I don't even know how to describe it. And then they have stuff like that Tupperware is different. Like their Tupperware don't have the spaghetti stains. Like you go to a black person Tupperware, they got spaghetti stains on it, and that ain't even a black dish. That's what Italians. I don't know how they do it. They must got a.
You know
market.
What they do? No, what they do is that all you have to do is put some like vegetable oil or some type of oil, and then it's not gonna stick to it.
That's why we need to talk to each other more. I never knew that. If I had an Italian friend that would have told me that, I wouldn't have all these Tupperware bowls that I had to throw away because of spaghetti stain sauce on it. Ain't nothing worse than that. Or what you say? Yeah, Anna says she is white, Candy.
Anna not white.
Anna's white, Candy.
Anna not white.
You get pulled over and you and Anna in the
white.
car. Anna's white.
Anna white.
Let me tell you something.
Anna's mine.
And let me tell y'all.
Get out of jail card.
Let me tell y'all. I knew Anna was white. This week something happened. And y'all all heard Howard had a possible shooter. The first person that inboxed me was Anna. I was like, that's why it's good to have white people in your corner. Because they be on it. They don't miss nothing. Like, they got a special newscast. Like, I was like, Anna was like, Corey was calling me saying, Dad, I'm ducking. And Anna's like, do you know that they over there in that black school shooting? I love you, Anna. And I got good white coworkers. I like my white coworkers. Like, I just don't like racist white people.
Kevin,
I don't like
the other thing is where you, and I know you do this, Anna said you're not supposed to put Tupperware in the microwave. That's how you get them stains in there too.
Can't put Tupperware in the microwave.
No.
Then what you put in there?
You put it on a plate.
Girl, I had cooked a whole meal on Tupperware in the microwave.
That's why you got stained Tupperware.
I had cooked a whole meal in Tupperware in the microwave. And
Kevin,
then I just mold it back.
Kevin, that's probably why you be twitching and stuff, because you got that BPA in your stuff.
Mold it back.
Kevin, listen, y'all better enjoy this, because I don't think we're going to be able to put this.
It's only going to be able to go on YouTube. This is not going to stay up live because I'll let it go maybe back over the week because I got to get through the weekend so people will miss this one. So, you know, I won't go into work and then be getting called into meetings for unknown reasons.
No, Kevin, because I work with nosy white folks.
Like, could you imagine me going into work and then my boss being putting this up on her computer saying, Kevin, so what did you mean by this? And I'm like, you know what?
They just got Jamil for it, Kev.
You know, I'm like, you know what?
Jamil Hill.
But I'm going to use one of their tactics.
What you going to say?
I'm like, you know what? I'm on drugs. White folks say they on drugs to get their stuff. Look at what's his name? Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein said, I'm a pervert because I'm a drug addict. And they gave him therapy. Bill Cosby said, I ain't do nothing wrong. And they said, you've been giving these people drugs. You going to jail.
Well, I do believe Uncle Bill gave him drugs.
Well, I do.
I do.
But
just like OJ did it, Uncle Bill gave him drugs.
For what I understand, they said that was the popular thing back then. It wasn't.
But
that's what they was doing.
That I believe
you don't remember
Uncle
back
Bill,
when we were young, they had Spanish fly?
Baby, I never took no darn Spanish fly.
I did. Ain't do nothing for me but give me diarrhea. Ain't done nothing for me. I let some fool talk me into taking some Spanish fly.
Wait, Kevin,
had
what
to
is that?
runs for days. Let me tell you, ain't done nothing. Had me gone to the bathroom. About all that had me gone.
The other day I went into the cabinet because I was making spaghetti, and I always like to doctor up.
That was one of my pastor friends gave that to me, and I'm not gonna say his name.
To doctor up my gravy with my own like seasoning and stuff. Well, red sauce. But you know, I have Italian friends, so we call it gravy, okay?
Apostle.
So I'm doctoring up the what y'all call spaghetti sauce, but I have Italian friends, so we call it gravy.
See,
so
if you had Italian friends, you would know that. But if you don't socialize with other cultures, then you wouldn't know that they call their sauce gravy.
Let me tell you, I make sure I have a good Italian friend, I have a good Polish friend, I have a good Vietnamese friend, I have a good Spanish friend. I don't have too many good black friends, but I just have I keep it just in case. I never know what part of town I'm gonna be in. But anyway, so I go in the cabinet and I'm
racist Negro.
Listen, I go in the cabinet to get some spices or whatever, and up at the top, one of these, a bag of spice fell out on me. And at first I was like, what is this? Why does this look like dried up marijuana? One of these kids done snuck dried up marijuana in my house. And then I looked at it, and it's called horny, what?
It's horny goat weed. It's
horny goat weed.
It's an herbal tea. That's all you need to know. And it was given to me by a good friend of mine who's a pastor who will remain nameless. But he said, Kevin, this will be good for you. Just put this in. You what's it called when you
diffuse it.
You diffuse it. You go ahead and you drink this, and this will be good for your spiritual growth. Well, he didn't say spiritual. He did say growth, though. I ain't even gonna lie. He did say growth.
He did say trying growth. To make you grow.
Yeah,
listen, so I'm like,
so shout out to my good pastor friend. I won't say his name right now, but I'll see him tomorrow.
But the thing is, I was putting a fresh oregano in the sauce. I was putting, basil in the sauce, and I went to grab this, and I was like, oh, what's this? Horny? No, I thought it said honey. I was like, honey goat weed. Honey goat weed, what is honey? And I said, hey Kev. He's like, yo, I'm like, come here. What's this?
I forgot it was there.
Give
me that.
He was like, give me that. What you got this on?
Keanu was like, can I have some of that tea? Now, you don't even know what it says, you little dummy.
Baby, I almost put it in the spaghetti, and everybody in the house would have been being horny.
Man, it don't make you horny, baby.
What it make you do?
It's for spiritual growth. Is what the pastor. Well, he didn't say spiritual. He didn't say spiritual.
What did he say?
He just said it's for the growth of your it makes your relationship long lasting. How about that?
So women not supposed to take it?
You probably could. I don't know. I didn't read the directions. Matter of fact, I think I overdosed one time on it because I was just.
But Kevin, you cannot leave that. Why would you leave that in the cabinet in the kitchen?
Well, I put it all the way at the top.
No, it was right in the front. It fell out on me.
I hope one of them boys ain't been in my stuff. I hope one of them boys ain't been.
That's
in my
probably
stuff.
why Bubba got married, because he had some of that horny tea and then mixed it with his Haitian wife. And you take that Haitian with that horny, make it Anna.
Okay. Save that for Pillow Talk with Ken and Kev. Listen, everybody. Pillow Talk, we did our second podcast last night.
You thought I was going for something.
It's not. I ain't saying I was going. No, I'm not releasing it yet.
Okay.
And it will be up. I'm thinking that we might release it Sunday nights.
Oh, we can't release it on Sunday night. I feel bad. No, I feel bad about it being released on Sunday night. No. It's either gotta be Saturday or Monday. Sunday is.
Well, maybe we'll do it Saturday night. So you can repent on Sunday morning.
You don't have to repent.
You don't got to repent if you're married.
No,
now, if you're not married.
Not all people that listen to that are married. So maybe we should do it on Saturday night.
Well, we'll figure it out. So,
what do y'all think? Let's get feedback from our people, or as far as frequency and.
No, it's only going to be once a week. That's it. It's no more than that. We're not doing it more than that. It's once a week.
Yeah, because what we're finding is
it's time consuming.
Number one, it's time consuming, and what we're finding is typically after we tape a Pillow Talk, we don't get no sleep.
Yeah, so it's once.
We be like, no sleep to Brooklyn.
So anyway, go to our webpage, candykev.com, and drop your information. Don't inboxes. Don't put it on our on this or whatever. Go to the webpage for it. The webpage, and go to Keep It Real. And put that information for us, and it'll send us that information.
So apparently somebody on here must take that horny goat weed because they're telling you about what it's supposed to do.
Well, you know what? I don't. I'm going. I haven't. I forgot it was there, Candy.
Kevin, it fell out on me, so that means that somebody had to, and Kiana been cooking lately. She might have put that in something, not knowing what it was.
That would explain a few things. That would explain.
Kevin, I keep trying to tell you gotta have a special area for your concoctions. Kevin be coming up with all these concoctions.
So I wonder if I mix that with my honey, my ginger, the vinegar, and I'm gonna take it up a notch, and then make some tea out of that, along with my rhino.
Kevin, you gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, and we're gonna have to have an open casket because we.
Hey!
I'm gonna have to
don't let them break me.
I'm gonna have to let them break it.
No, don't you do. I'll come right back to life. I'll be like, whoa, I ain't there yet. The devil is alive. He is risen.
I hate you. Listen, you know what's so bad?
Yeah.
So what is so bad is somebody. So I'm hosting this event tonight. And somebody was telling, the person I was speaking with the person last night about it, and they were like, "Just do what you do, Candy."
J-Frag, man.
I'm talking. They were like, "Just do what you do, Candy. We know that you're no stranger to this, and some things we're gonna have to wing." And I was like, "All right." And they were like, "Cause I know that you can wing it or whatever. Just do what you do. Just be Candy." And then they said, "Wait a second. But which candy are you bringing?" Because I tuned into y'all car conversation the other day, and I just had to start praying and saying, "Lord, my friends, my friends, my friends."
Sometimes you just got to tell them how you really feel.
He said y'all was just too raw that day.
Like, I was listening to my good brother J-Frag last night. J-Frag was telling him how he really feel. I'm going to call you today, Jay. I was just like...
Well, what happened? Tell me. Give me a little bit of it.
That's my brother. We'll talk about
that. Well, if it was already on, whatever, give it just the theme. Give me the theme.
Theme was
it
wasn't a theme. Like it was just open conversation, and they talked about spending a bunch of money on your wedding and certain things like that, and then it got in love. I got to go back and listen to it because it was long, and I had to finish this.
What is it with your friends named James that are always trying to give you all Kevin's friends name with the name James?
You just shut your mouth.
He just said he could put you down with a natural herb,
brother,
for you strong, bro.
Brother, listen, let me tell you, if I get any stronger, then I'm already gone right now.
All your friends with the name of James are always trying to give you herbs.
Let me tell you, brother.
That name?
Let me tell you, I feel a healing balm in my spirit. Look, I had tried so many different things, boy, and it just be like, my wife, poor thing. I just be like, man, she just, poor thing.
One time I had to go to I had to go to the hospital because Kevin tried some.
Wait a minute.
What?
Christian Faith Johnson, we are so proud of you.
Listen, I'm not single or anxious, but I can play single or anxious. Like,
oh no, the devil, you not.
Can I get a cameo up in this piece?
Hey, but we told you about that. You already got an acting thing you're working on. Just stop that. So listen, we are excited.
I'm loving it. Listen, I've been watching it.
Listen, everybody. You know what, Christina, we need you to call in on Monday. We're going to inbox you some information. Listen, we need you guys to go and check out this podcast. No, not podcast. This series called Single and Anxious.
Her name is Christina. Get it right.
Christina, I apologize. We want y'all to go and support her.
Single and Anxious, you can watch it on YouTube, right?
No, actually, she puts it on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, I watch it on YouTube.
Watch it on YouTube because you can get monetarily blessed on YouTube. So watch it on YouTube and then share it on Facebook, and But listen, we're gonna have her, Christina. We're gonna inbox you today. We want you to come on and call into the Candy and Kev show so we can tell everybody about the series because we're enjoying it. We can actually help you write some things because it was one time where we was single and anxious, but we just fell to temptation. We were just screwing up a storm before we got married.
Have you seen Single?
We was, baby, some of the we could give her some of our real
stories.
Can
we be consults? We can
give her some of our real life stories that the folk would be like, well, you guys wasn't single and anxious. You guys were single and just doing it. The series would be Single and repenting. That's what the series of being Candy
Kev was wasn't repenting because we were. No,
I did repent. Every time I'll be on my way home, I'll be like, Lord, please don't let me get my mom be at the door when I get there, because she said she's gonna put me out next time I come in here at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is now 6 a.m. I'm pretty sure she know I ain't been home yet. So Lord, I ask that you forgive me, Lord.
Kevin, that is horrible, because if my sons came walking in the house at some 6 in the morning, I would be livid. Yeah. I would be livid. Just
I apologize to my mama, but baby, you wouldn't let me go. Those were the days, man.
She wouldn't let you go. You was strung out on her.
I wasn't strung, baby. No,
you were strung out on her. Let's get it straight.
Next podcast, we're gonna talk about certain things. Listen, for those that are married and loving what you do and all that good stuff, go check out Pillow Talk. Next week we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about premarital sex.
Oh, what everybody's doing.
We're gonna talk about premarital sex.
Because I know you hate when I say this, and I know that many people don't necessarily subscribe to this.
And again,
but I'm gonna say what I really feel. If I feel like this is about to be a lifetime commitment, I'm going to have to take it for a test drive at least once.
Candy, we told you we cannot do that. We do not condone premarital sex.
I am taking it for a test drive at least once. Because, Kevin, here's the thing. What if I didn't take you for a test drive and you like this? Like,
well,
what
no, I explained to you.
What?
You reach in. You kiss and you reach in. You just like, okay, God, okay. I can wait, Lord. I can wait. You reach down and just, the Bible says, what's that song that says, reach and...
But Kevin, the only reason why you were so readily able to marry me, because you know that I have Jamaican heritage, so you were like, okay, then I have a chance with her, because she got that island heritage
but this is
in her.
We don't condone premarital sex.
I'm just saying.
Because I'm explaining to you.
I'm gonna keep it real. You said today is telling how you really feel.
Hold on. On our honeymoon night, we really ain't had. We were just like, you know what? You just want to go to sleep because we ain't done all this before.
On our honeymoon night, my period was on, so we couldn't have sex.
What did you have to tell him everything? My honeymoon night was ruined because you had an issue of blood. I was like, well, can you touch the hem of Jesus' garment so he can stop it tonight? At least it's our honeymoon night. Like, reach out and touch the hem of God's garment. I was praying, y'all. I was like, Lord, I need your garment right now.
Did you not say that today is telling how you really feel? And I'm gonna be honest, there is no way I'm about to give you the rest of my life. I'm about to give you her for the rest of my life, and you bringing this to the table.
Well, listen,
I'm gonna be mad.
Listen, I'm gonna be mad. To those that are waiting, God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you. My hat's off to you.
I didn't interrupt you. I would say
you didn't interrupt me.
I would say continue to do that. God is going to bless you for your commitment to being steadfast and holding on. And He's going to take. The Bible says this, that He will take the little things and make them much. That little thing will knock your brains out.
That ain't even reaching the tickle zone.
When God is in it, He will take that and make it.
That ain't even reaching the tickle zone.
Candy, but when God puts the in it, it's just like when Abraham and Sarah laughed. I bet you Sarah laughed because Abraham was shriveled up.
No.
Abraham was standing there and he had shrinkage and Sarah was like, and God said, you laughing at him? And then he said, boop, and he was like,
Christina, you waited, but you obviously saw the bulge in the midsection.
No.
And then you said, okay.
And this is the thing. Okay. I disagree with my wife wholeheartedly on this. I say wait for marriage so you'll have something to look forward to. Now, I'm not saying sometimes you need, and I say this for the fellas too, because the way the days times is, you need to make sure ain't no Adam's apple there. So every now and then you kissing, you got to make sure you're in a place where you got to hurry up and get out, because once you start, baby, let me finish. Once you start reaching, and you get to touch it, you go get a little whatever. But you just reach it slightly.
Wait, Christina Faith said they didn't even kiss before they got married. That's a special type of anointing. Kevin, if I did not even kiss you, if I didn't do no reaching,
I might have married you quicker. Because let me tell you, I said, Kenny, will you marry me? When you said, I'm not having sex till we get married. I said, well, let's get married tomorrow.
But we had already had sex and you knew what I was working with.
But again, I'm telling you, ladies, if you hold out, you will get the ring. Let me tell you, a lot of y'all ain't got a ring because y'all taking advice from my wife and y'all giving up the cookie before he even commit.
That's not what I'm saying.
Baby,
that's not what I'm saying.
I'm telling you why men aren't giving up rings now, because women are giving it away before.
You're misrepresenting what I said.
So what you saying?
This is what I said before the actual nuptial. I didn't say the first date. I didn't even say 6 months in. But before you sign on the dotted line, I mean, if you okay with that, if that is going to satisfy you.
And let me tell y'all,
I told my daughter, listen, girl.
Shelly, great, you awaited. Kenny, I totally disagree with you.
That's why you disagree with me, but you didn't disagree when we was having all that sex before we got married, though.
But I wasn't looking to marry you until you said we're not having sex anymore until we get married. I'm telling you the truth.
But we had already had
sex. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because you knew that Kenny, I was putting
as long as you was giving it to me, I was not thinking about marriage. That's the God honest truth. It wasn't until you said, you know what, Kevin, I feel convicted, and we got to stop having sex.
But Kevin, you cannot say that you're in the category that waited.
Listen,
because
let me tell y'all.
You tasted and saw
that
the Lord was good.
Let me tell y'all, I was trying to find a ring, a lollipop ring. I didn't care what it was. I was like, look, we going to marry.
Because the snapper.
No, Candy. Listen, you can't tell me, Candy. I'm telling you, I have.
So if I would have never gave it up, we would have still been married.
Yes, Candy. Believe
That's
it or
a lie.
not,
You was a hoe.
Exactly. So I had plenty of women experiences to go off of. It was the one that said no that made me attracted to him. I'm telling you, and men will tell you that. You not listening to what a man.
Okay,
and
men
have
telling you what a woman says.
Listen, but no, and I get it if that's what y'all saying. But I'm telling you how men think. Men will marry the one that says no before he marries the one that's always giving it up quicker.
Okay, but when did I ever say give it up quick? When did I ever say that?
If a woman, most dudes want a virgin.
Kevin, when did I ever tell me when I ever
let me
said
say this
give it up quick?
Most men would rather marry a virgin than somebody that has given it up.
Peach out of reach until you get married. Stay a peach out of reach.
I agree, Bishop. I agree because you know what happened was, Bishop, I reached in, and because I reached in, I fell victim to the lust. I was drawn away in my own temptation, Bishop. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, look at it. And next thing you know, I was on the altar saying, Lord, forgive me. So listen, I agree with you, Bishop. Peach out of reach until marriage. Keep the peach out of reach, because once you touch the hem of his garment, and I'm just saying.
Yeah, so make sure, since it's Howard's homecoming this weekend, you call your son and tell him to stay a peach out of reach. Make sure you call your son and tell him to save himself.
Well, I tell all my kids to tell him to save himself.
Kevin, call your son. It's Howard's homecoming weekend. He around all that melanin magic, and they gonna be shaking it fast and watching themselves. So you make sure you get on the phone with your son and tell him to stay a peach out of reach.
Nowadays, with all this sexuality going on, I'm just glad that he like peaches.
No! Well, then why are you not? So why can't you say the same? No, that's the thing when it comes with you.
No.
Because with your daughter, you were unequivocally like, no. With your son, I'm just glad he like women. See? No. Tell your son to stay a peach out of reach.
What I'm saying is, I don't promote and condone premarital sex. I don't do that because, first of all, is biblically again. Now, don't get me wrong. I will be honest and say, yes, did we do that? Yes, we did, but it's not something that I stand behind and condone. Why are you calling Corey?
I'm gonna give him the good word from the bishop.
Well, think about what his nana told him.
I'm calling him, see if he answers the phone. He might be in the orchard as we speak. I'm just trying to tell him. I'm gonna tell him, rise up, take our bed and walk.
Yep, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be the first one to tell y'all I'm a double standard individual.
He not answering the phone. He might be in the peach orchard now.
You have reached the voice.
Well, listen, everybody. I'm gonna go into work and get this day over with. We thank you again for subscribing. Listen, this particular episode will be on YouTube.
Bishop, you just continue to pray for us.
and keep the peach out of reach. Now, I'm so glad that I'm a peach picker now, because I put a ring on it so I can pick my peach anytime I want to. Oh, Jesus is good. Marriage is beautiful, y'all. Just make sure, that you communicate and you tell them what your appetite is prior to you getting married. Like, you got to be honest with them and say, listen.
No, because y'all shouldn't even be having those conversations then, because that's going to stir up lust. So if you're trying to wait, then whatever you get is, hey, you get the door prize.
Okay, well, I'm still not going to sit here and condone premarital sex.
I'm just saying.
All about church gigs just got canceled. Thank you, Candy. Just took money out of our pockets. Toya, it's Candy's fault. Just want you to know that all of our church gigs got canceled. Thank you, Candy. All right, y'all have it. Go ahead.
I'm being real? Okay.
No, this is because you tell people.
No, I am being real.
No, but I don't. Again,
you have your thoughts about something. I have my thoughts.
I can have an opinion, but I'm not going to tell people to do something totally contrary
the views and opinions of Candy.
No, but you're telling them what they should do, Candy. And I just think that's reckless sometimes.
Excuse me. I just said they are my opinions. I'm not telling them what to do.
Okay. Well, everybody, you have a blessed day. Baby, got anything to say before we get out of here?
Go and visit our website, candyandkev.com. That's CANDY and the word and Kev, KEV.com, where you can see all of our back episodes of Car Conversations with Candy and Kev. You can also check out our podcast. However, if you're not in a position to be lustful, I suggest that you not check out our podcast, because it's called Pillow Talk with Candy and Kev.
You guys have a great weekend. We love you. See you again on this Monday. Peace out.